Hello, humans. How are we? Apologies for the unusual lighting again. Oh no, I haven't been out of my house actually since Monday, as I'm awaiting results of test. Somewhat irritatingly, but I'm sorry about yesterday. But I wasn't awake, having made some questionable sleep choices. Let's put that there, shall we? That's better. That's better, Thomas. Good. Hello, Steph. Happy Thursday. Happy lockdown and everything. Your answer sheet should be live for those of you who are here. Somewhat reduced numbers, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's fine. Biden's going to win Georgia by the looks of things, according to John King of CNN, who's done a shift. It should be said. You can watch my hair dry. That's exciting. Your answer sheet should be live. Let me find my phone. Here it is. Thank you for your donations. Yeah, and we'll start the questions at 8:30. So, for question 1, I need the actress's name. There's one where I don't. There's one where I need the character, or not character, but person's name. But I do specify that because I'm good. I mean, we can start early if everyone's ready. I mean, you're currently watching me. It's like Dogglebots, but like silent era Dogglebots. It's 1-0. And I'm just preparing a hilarious jape, I must confess. I just need a better angle. Bear with me. Japery afoot. Hello, Ruth. Are you well? Does that mean the otter is no longer a lonely one? Have I interpreted this correctly? Oh no. Scum. Subhuman scum. Yes, they must have done, yes. Or maybe they were exploding shit. Let's celebrate our independence by making small bombs and letting them off in a field and scaring dogs, which I'm not so bothered about. Anyway, we're going to start in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. That's exciting, isn't it? I'm basically going to put the election coverage on in the hope that, like, I might do some breaking news. I could be like Howard Cosell in 1980. Nietzsche reckoned. We're starting in 1 minute. Is there anybody who isn't ready? Is anybody watching this who feels unready? Okay. No one has said anything. So we're going to start, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start with question 16. I'm literally made of hair, aren't I, as well? Question 16, which is on TV. Oh, also, Rick Santorum is a fucking arsehole. Question 16 is on TV. What was the name, ladies and gentlemen, what was the name of the late 1990s, early 2000s ITV sitcom based and named after a family and starring such enormous talents as Amanda Holden, Brian Conley, the Pontins Russ Abbott, Noddy Holder, and Jan Ravens, the woman of one voice, and also featuring Johnny Ball, Bamber Gascoigne, Pam Ayres, Alvin Stardust, and the bloke who played Bullet Baxter in Grange Hill in guest roles. What was the name of that program? Amanda Holden, Brian Conley, Noddy Holder, Jan Ravens. It was on ITV, the late 90s, early 2000s. It's listed as a comedy drama. It wasn't a comedy drama. It was a sitcom that wasn't very funny. That is not the same. What's it called? I haven't really got a very good prop for the question indicator. It's a beaker. That's the question beaker. Question 17 is on sport rugby union. Father, Nick, played scrum half for England in the 1980s, and two of his sons have played a combined 128 times for England. One of them is still playing. What is their surname, ladies and gentlemen? So the father, Nick, played scrum half for England in the 1980s. Two of his sons, one of them called Tom, he's not playing international rugby, and his other son still is playing international rugby. A combined 128 caps for the two sons. One of them still playing to some effect. What's the surname? Question 18, ladies and gentlemen, is on literature and a beloved move of internet pedants. Hello. Is to point out, of course, that Frankenstein is not named the monster, but the scientist. The monster's real name is, of course, Geoffrey Reynolds. That's not true. But what is the first name of the scientist Frankenstein? What's his first name? You can do the music round now if you wish, but you are going to have a big hole to fill at the end of it, so I'd just wait. But you can do it now if you wish. It's up to you, but I wouldn't. Question 19 is on the shoes of Wikipedia, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm not going to spoil this week by reading the answer out. All I need you to do is tell me what kind of shoe this description from Wikipedia comes from. Just tell me what kind of shoe it is. A version of this style of shoe became popular with World War II soldiers in North Africa, who adopted suede boots with hard-wearing crepe rubber. Writing in The Observer in 1991, John Ato put the origin of the name blank to the wartime years. The Smithsonian suggests the crepe in the thick sole may have given the shoes the title blank. It may also be associated with the Ken McIntosh dance tune, popular in 1953 and called the blank. This style of thick-soled shoe was first developed commercially in 1949 by George Cox Limited of Wellingborough, Northampton, UK, and marketed under the Hamilton name, based on George Cox Jr.'s middle name. Initially, they came in shades of blue, ranging from pastel shades to electric blue, hey lads, and were made of suede or polished leather. Later, more extravagant patterned versions were created. The shoes were taken up by the Teddy Boys, along with drain-pipe trousers worn with exposed socks and drape jackets. The shoes were also widely worn by the ton-up boys of the 1950s, and later on the rockers of the 1960s, who wore them as an alternative shoe when not riding their motorbikes. What kind of shoe is that, ladies and gentlemen? I can't be bothered to read that again. And you probably don't want to listen. It's a win-win. It is very glary, Claire. I know. Glary. But it's because it's close. And if I stand it up, it's like, then it's basically the least glary. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Is that better? No, that's too much. And it's like, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's stick with that. Hello. Here I am. I am being given production advice by the missus. Hello, Claire. How are you? Question 20, ladies and gentlemen, is on films. The highest grossing film is the third in a film series. The films in this series are called Blank Blank, Blank Blank 2, and Blank Blank for Life. Which two words replace Blank Blank in this series? So the film series is called Blank Blank, blank blank 2 and blank blank for life. Which two words should replace blank blank in this film series as the highest grossing film of 2020 in Western cinema? I'll tell you now, for the brother in the picture, and I need the full name, by the way. I'm not accepting just a surname. I'll tell you that now. And those of you who've done that know you are being a bit cheeky anyway, don't you? 2021 is on Food and Sing as Perry Edwards, ladies and gentlemen. Perry Edwards, whose name is half appropriate for the job, is now the face of which chain of restaurants? Perry Edwards, whose name is semi-appropriate for the job, is now the face of which chain of restaurants? Okay, boys and girls, what's about to be presented to you is a list of 10 seemingly unconnected things which, upon more fervent scrutiny by a band of average scrutineers, become clear to be linked by a single unifying theme. All you need to do is tell me what conjoins these 10 items. So what links? A 1976 ABBA song. Trains going south from London Victoria. A BBC Two cookery show of vague yesteryear. A West Hollywood boulevard. A jazz pianist, best known for the song Rocket. French paperclips. A 1983 song by ZZ Top. A star of silent westerns, over 290. The TV show First Dates. And perhaps least helpfully of all, Gillian Tailforth in a field. I'll give you those again in a different order, the order they're written in, as opposed to the one I just then chose to read them. Source. A 1976 ABBA song. A 1983 ZZ Top song. Trains going south from London Victoria. A jazz pianist, best known for the song Rocket. A BBC Two cookery show. A West Hollywood boulevard. French paperclips. A major Western star of the silent era. The TV show First Dates, thematically and unhelpfully, well, for most, Gillian Tailforth in a field. A muddy field, in fact. Cheers. It's question 23, which is on words, ladies and gentlemen. Which word linked to the concept of hamartia, in case anyone tries to get a bit clever, is a Greek loanword and a common theme in tragedy, defined as the characteristic of excessive confidence, arrogance, or self assurance, which leads a person to believe that he or she may do no wrong, often becoming tragically ironic. The which word, a Greek loanword, and linked thematically to hamartia, is a common theme in Greek tragedy and is defined as the characteristic of excessive confidence, arrogance, or self assurance, which leads a person to believe that he or she may do no wrong, often ironically. Question 24. I just need a surname here. Okay? Just a surname here. Which Porridge the cast member of the sitcom Porridge, who was not one of the inmates, played a character with the same surname as himself? So the character and the actor both have the same surname. What is that surname from the sitcom Porridge, not one of the inmates? Also, just very terse narration of official films of Open Championships. They're magnificent, but they are a bit much at the same time. Like it's like a sort of British equivalent of those like Stop Police Bastards and all those programs, and there's that crowing tone that the content. This man thought he could outrun the law. He was wrong. Like that. It's like that, but Scottish. Anyway, I've just basically given you the answer. Question 25 is on illness. 2,000 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it seems like BC, before COVID. Before COVID, ladies and gentlemen, everyone would go home and have their cup of tea, catch tea, and then they would catch SARS. Back in the day, that's what we used to do. We didn't bother with COVID. We used to catch SARS instead, a deadly disease, SARS. So what did the acronym SARS stand for? For what did the acronym SARS stand, ladies and gentlemen? A sort of pre-COVID thing to avoid getting, really. What was it called? What does it stand for? Sorry, not what was SARS called. It was called SARS. It's a very easy question. I was just checking I hadn't got that wrong, and I haven't got that wrong, and you're all massive racists. Thanks for doing the quiz, though. We welcome all sorts. Question 26 is on. Oh, hello, Cop. Question 26 is on one of those internet trends which are really popular with good people. What was the name? The popular video meme, I guess, in which people would stand stock still whilst in mid-action, whilst the song "Black Beatles" by Ray Shremmerd, eardrums backwards, played in the background. It was known as the What Challenge. What word replaces the what there? The popular internet viral video meme, in which people would stand stock still mid-action whilst the song "Black Beatles" by Ray Shremmerd played behind them. There's a bloke on CNN called Jake Tapper who is brilliant. You should follow him on Twitter if that's your sort of thing. He's amazing. And he's just described Donald Trump as uttering deranged ramblings. Brilliant. Question 27 is on sport, and the sport which is the best sport, which is, of course, Test match cricket. The Richards Botham Trophy, ladies and gentlemen, the Richards Botham Trophy is played for between England and the West Indies in Test series. It replaced the previous trophy, which was named after and for a pertinent and visible publication. What was it called? The Richards Botham Trophy was played for between England and West Indies, is played for now, as of this year, in Test match cricket. It replaced the previous trophy, which was named after a pertinent and visible publication. What was that called? Question 28 is on things I cannot do. How to host a decent quiz. That's a really funny joke. Anyway, what is the name of the yoga position? Named after an animal. Named after an animal it looks fucking nothing like as well. And which has never done this. But it's named after an animal in which the self-torturer kneels down, arches their back, and grabs their ankles with their hands. What's that called, ladies? Named after an animal. The person doing it kneels down, arches their back, and grabs their ankles with their hands. I would try to do it now, but you really don't want that to happen. What's it called? Oh, I forgot to say at the start, you're all starting on -6. Today, not -12. Lucky, all of you. Well done. Please thank everyone. Question 29 is on art, ladies and gentlemen. Which item what thing features prominently in the Tracy Emin artwork and syntactical error, everybody I have ever slept with? Features what prominently? Or is this really? Interesting 30 is on films, ladies and gentlemen, as you may or may not be aware. And there's an election going on in the USA. Can't wait till it's over and we can all lie back, put our feet up, and enjoy the pandemic. There's evidence, ladies and gentlemen, of the president behaving somewhat less than ideally. I know. Wouldn't believe it, would you? But the previous president, President Nixon, also behaved less than ideally in the Watergate scandal, of course. What is the name of the 1974 film starring Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman dealing with the uncovering of this affair? The Watergate scandal, ladies and gentlemen, 1974 was dramatized in a film in 1974, starring Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman. What's that film called? Okay, nice and close. Question 31 to 40, ladies and gentlemen. 31 to 40, one in each space, please. So, according to UGov.com, okay, and this is all these respondents from the UK, who are the top 10 prime ministers of all time in the UK? The top 10 prime ministers, just the surname is fine. Okay? Let me give you some clues. All but two of them. Yep, just check that. Yeah, all but two of them are since 1900. So just two before 1900. Okay, good. Go. Give you 5 minutes. Give you until 9:05. Anyone needs anything repeating, pop it into chat. As a further clue, it isn't the list I would make. I'll tell you that for nothing. It's not done by the way, it's done by percentage. So you don't have. There's no advantage to being older, basically. Okay, a couple more minutes. Right, that's time up. Don't worry, there's plenty of time for everything. You can go back to them if you need to. Question 41 is on books, ladies and gentlemen. The internet is rife with claims that things had to change their name for the US audience, isn't it? But one of which is true, however, is of the Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which maximised profits, which is good news for J.K. Rowling's money people, hereinafter turf accountants. Which changed its name to Harry Potter and the What? 2 words. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in the USA is known as Harry Potter and the What? Not Philosopher's Stone. What follows? Harry Potter and the what? Question 42 is on TV performers, I suppose. TV performers. On a BBC talk show between 2001 and 2010. Under what name did the performers Stephen DeMartin, Ian Parkin, Dwayne Gooden, and David Roper perform? On a BBC talk show between 2001 and 2010, Stephen DeMartin, Ian Parkin, Dwayne Gooden, and David Roper. Under what name did they perform? Question 43 is on Eurovision, the Royaume-Uni. Ladies and gentlemen, which 2 words begin the title of unsuccessful United Kingdom Eurovision entries by Bardot and Michael Ball? They 2 songs that both start with the same 2 words. What are those 2 words? Unsuccessful UK Eurovision entries by Bardot finished 7th in 1982. 1982, I think. And Michael Ball, who finished 2nd in 1992. Their two entries begin with the same two words. What are those two words? Question 44, ladies and gentlemen, is on video games. A massive male bear and a bird with red hair, not a glimpse into my personal life. But the title characters in a video game, first seen on the N64 in 1998, a sequel was launched in 2000 on the same console, and a third game on the Xbox in 2008. The handheld versions, and I think a racing game as well. What series is that? A bear and a red-haired bird. The title characters of a series of video games. Well, not really in a series of video games, actually. The title characters in the first video game of the series. First seen in 1998 on the N64, with a sequel in 2000 on the same console. And a third game on the Xbox in 2008, alongside handheld versions. I think a racing game, I'm not sure. What is that original game called? Question 45, ladies and gentlemen, on sport, and everyone's favourite sport is, of course, golf. The shortest hole on the Open Championship Rota is the 8th hole at Royal Troon, ladies and gentlemen, which, beautiful too, by me in 2009, thank you very much, is named after which everyday item, a reference to the size of its green, or the apparent size of its green from the tee. What's it called? The 8th hole at Troon, Royal Troon, the shortest hole on the Open Championship Rota, named after which everyday item, a reference to the size of its green. What's it called? Question 46 is on quizzes, radio quizzes, very meta. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, very meta. What is the name of the quiz described as the General Knowledge Music Quiz? Good catch on. Aired on Radio 4, helmed by Paul Gambaccini. What is the name of that radio program? The General Knowledge Music Quiz aired on Radio 4 and presented by Paul Gambaccini. Question 47 is on booze, ladies and gentlemen. Just we're locked down again, ladies and gentlemen. We're locked down again. I've taken the perhaps bold step of ordering 1 billion gallons of Marsala wine to see myself through, ladies and gentlemen, made around the town of Marsala. On which European island? Which European island is the town of Marsala famous for Marsala wine, on which I'm going to spend the next month getting shoehorned? Not obviously. Which island is it made on Marsala wine? Originally, they might make it somewhere else as well. No, I don't know. I don't know if it has appellation contrôlée or whatever they call it in Italy. Question 48 is on words and songs and counting. Let us take the first line of the chorus of the song No Limits by Two Unlimited. How many no's are there in the first line of the chorus for No Limits by Two Unlimited? How many no's? Question 49 is on music and ominous portents in what can only be seen as a prophetic vision of things to come, ladies and gentlemen. Relatives of which singer had to stop the Reverend Donald Trump using his song I Won't Back Down at his rallies, ladies and gentlemen? Which relatives of which singer, the family of which singer, had to stop Donald Trump using his song I Won't Back Down at his rallies? You're doing very well. Certainly one team hasn't done their pictures, so I'm going to say they're doing very well as well. Present 50, ladies and gentlemen, is on things. And as we know, ladies and gentlemen, there is surely nothing worse than washing sieves, with the possible exception of being Garth Crooks. And I found this out to my cost after knocking up my cake this morning, my morning cake, trying to wash the sieve, and I compounded my error by not, in fact, washing an actual sieve, but I was trying to wash the sieve of Eratosthenes, ladies and gentlemen, the sieve of Eratosthenes, ladies and gentlemen, an ancient tool for calculating what, ladies and gentlemen? The sieve of Eratosthenes, ladies and gentlemen, is an ancient tool for calculating what? Two-word answer I need, ladies and gentlemen. The sieve of Eratosthenes. Some of you may have found the half man, half biscuit reference there shoehorned in. To those people, I say, you've never met me before. Question 51 is on TV night spots, ladies and gentlemen. Horrific venues, all three of them. The House of Smith, Bijou, in the plural, inexplicably, and the Tup Palace. All featured regularly in which TV series? The House of Smith, Bijou, with an X, and the Tup Palace. All featured regularly in which TV series? Oh, and those of you who like this sort of thing, the next question is about football. Here's a great football stat for you. Mark Lawrenson has this week predicted that Liverpool lose, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? He's predicted in his weekly predictions a Liverpool defeat, which is the first time he has done this in 159 weeks. The last team he thought they would lose to was West Brom in 2016. Amazing. Anyway, question 52 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. And he looks like Droopy dressed as a cowboy. Question 52 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. Which British football team has 4 goalkeepers on their books, all of whose names contain the name of the team? So not like the full name of the team, obviously, but just like the pertinent bit of the team. 4 goalkeepers on their books, all of whose names, 3 Christian names, 1 surname, are the name of the team. Which team is that? Question 53 is on geography and politics, ladies and gentlemen, here and after Jolitics. The electoral counties from the US election, which do read a little like the track listing off a Bruce Springsteen album. Of course, we're all experts on this right now, and we're all off to Wayne County, Michigan, and so on. And most 48 of the states elect their electoral college representatives just to the winner. They all go to whoever gets the most votes in the state, except 2, which allocate them partly via electoral districts, ladies and gentlemen, splitting the vote. Which are these 2 states? 2 of the 48 states of the Commonwealth, whatever. Which are these 2 states which proportionally elect representatives via electoral districts, not entirely on a winner takes all basis. Which are these two states? Good. Question 54 is on films and philosophy, here and after filmosophy. Appearing in what might be my favourite scene in all of film, all of film, you arsehole, in all films, in the film Annie Hall, which Canadian thinker is associated with the phrase, the medium is the message, perhaps better known for his cameo role as himself in the film Annie Hall, which Canadian philosopher is associated with the phrase, the medium is the message? Good, good. And question 55, the last question this round, is on music. Which word of 5 letters or more, one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by all of the following artists? Madonna, Nelly Furtado, Billy Ocean, Cliff Richard and the Shadows, The Smiths, and all-time quiz favourite, Belinda Carlisle. Ladies and gentlemen, one word, 5 letters or more, has appeared in the title of hit singles by Madonna, Nelly Furtado, Billy Ocean, Cliff Richard, The Shadows, The Smiths, and perennial quiz favourite and popular singer, Belinda Carlisle. Okay, there are now 11 music questions to answer. Ladies and gentlemen, the last one is terrible. And you all know the song, it's just who does it. I'm going to give you, to some of you haven't done the picture, I'll reconnect at 21:45. If anyone needs a bit more time, that's fine. Okay? And then you'll have 10 minutes to do the last bits as well. So that's 11 questions, music questions. Please be certain to put the artists and the song titles in the right bits. It just makes a lot of work for me otherwise. I'm marking this as we go along, you see. That's why I keep reaching for my phone. Excuse me. Oh, and those of you who haven't yet made donations, please do. I do feel bad about doing it, about asking for me, but it does take quite a long time to do this. And and it's only £1 each or something, isn't it? Is that all right? I know there's no prizes really at the moment for anything or anything like that, but I don't know. Anyway, carry on. Oh, and Biden is now only behind Trump by 97,000 in Pennsylvania. And he's basically pretty much going to win it, I think. Yeah, good. You've got 9 minutes. Did I say quarter to? Yeah. Thank you for your donations, all, by the way. Much appreciated. Oh, I better check your answers, really, haven't I? Let's catch up with that, shall we? 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes. Excellent Bond answer there, ladies and gentlemen. Tremendous. Okay. Right. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for your pointless questions. Oh, and your jackpot question, which I've forgotten to write. Bear with me 1 second. Have an extra minute. Okay, here we go. Good. Right. Here is your pointless and jackpot questions, ladies and gentlemen. Your pointless questions. So I asked 100 of my friends, gave them 100 seconds To name as many of these things as they could, you need to find pointless answers. Okay? I'm looking for any European, but not from the British Islands, so not Scottish, Welsh, English, Northern Irish, or Irish. Okay? Mainland European, if you like, mainland European Premier League manager. Any town that either is or has been a county town, or any human or group of people, which is pertinent to one group, credited in the film Spice World. Okay? So they're your pointless questions. You can answer the same one 3 times. You can, do whatever you like. And same one 3 times. You answer different ones, but the same answer 3 times if you're that confident about it. Your tiebreak question is, how many people took part in the biggest ever tug of war? Biggest ever tug of war. Okay? I'd give a clue. It's an even number, otherwise it wouldn't be fair. So that's your tiebreak question. It'll only be used in case either A, if someone gets it right, or to break ties, amazingly. Okay? I'm going to give you until 21:55 to sort all this stuff out, okay? 21:55, 7 minutes. Sorry, Ruth, I missed your message. You've got 7 minutes to finish everything off, okay? I'll stay on this screen though, so I don't miss anything. You have 5 minutes, unless anyone desperately needs more time. When you finish, click save, tick the 3 boxes, and then click finish. Okay? Yeah. Oh, in England for the counties, sorry. Did I say Britain? I meant England. Sorry. That's better. A couple of minutes, unless anybody needs more time. Please appeal in the video chat if you need more time. A dog has been elected a mayor in Kentucky. I've discovered. They elected a dead man, didn't they, in North Dakota? So. Okay, no appeals for extra time. So 30 seconds. And then answers. And then announcement of victory, slight hierarchy. Someone can celebrate wildly alone. Don't tell me about it. Certainly don't do it on camera. And then you're free to go about your business. We'll be back to Wednesdays next week. I'm really sorry about this week. Do tell some friends. Let's get loads of people doing it because no one's got anything else to do. So let's try and get lots and lots of teams. Mainly because it makes me feel worthwhile, which is important. You've got 10 seconds. Okay, no answers coming in. I cease the quiz in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stopped. Quiz finished. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are your answers. Question number 1 was Madge from Neighbours, but Anne Charleston is her name. Second one, Patrick Valance, of course, off the briefings. Then was Melandra Burrows. Lovely stuff. The fourth one was Will Self. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Boyd Rankin, Uptown Boyd Rankin. No one got that. Come on. 6th one is Fiona Onasanya. Well done. 7th one is Nye Bevan, and you're in Bevan. Well done. The 8th, that's the career of Eddie McGoldrick, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie McGoldrick. The 9th one was Scorpio. Ladies and gentlemen. The 10th one was Peter Lawford. The 11th one, Jack Vetriano. That's the artist there, Jack Vetriano. 12 is Rodri Diggs. Ladies and gentlemen, Rodri Diggs. 13, his name is Smoke Monday, but Smoke is just a nickname. His real name is, of course, Quindarius. The 14th, Piddy in the middle. 15, Foregone Conclusion. There was another suggestion which wasn't really a phrase. It's just something you could say, I think. Number 16, there's the Grimleys. 17, Nick, Ben, and Tom Youngs. 18, Victor. 19, they're Brothel Creepers. 20, Bad Boys is the film series. 21, Perry Edwards from Nando's. 22, the 1976 Abason's Dancing Queen. 16. 19, the ZZ Top song was Legs. 11. Trains going south from London and Victoria might be on the Brighton line. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. The jazz pianist best known for the song Rocket is 53. Here Comes Herbie Hancock. BBC Two Cookery Show was Two Fat Ladies. 88. West Hollywood Boulevard is Sunset Strip. 77. French paper clips are 76. Trombone. The star of Western Mills is Tom Mix. Tom Mix, ladies and gentlemen. Number 6. The TV show First Dates features people enjoying dinner for two. 69, of course. And Gillian Tailforth in a muddy field would, of course, emerge with Dirty Knees, ladies and gentlemen. 33. They're all bingo calls. 23, hubris is that word. 24, Fulton Mackay played Mr. Mackay. So Mackay is the answer there. 25, severe acute respiratory syndrome. There are some variants, one which isn't South Asian, so sorry about that. 26, what am I reading off there for? I don't know. 26, mannequin, the mannequin challenge it was. 27, the Wisden Trophy. Is the cricket thing. 28, the camel pose. 29, everybody I've ever slept with is Tracy Emin's tent, not her bed, her tent. 30 is all the president's men, not all the king's men. That's very different. All the president's men. The top 10 prime ministers were in order of decrease in order of me agreeing with them. Let's do that. Would be Attlee, so most. Lloyd George, Wilson, Peel, Churchill did do some good stuff, I suppose. Wellington, fuck the Irish, Macmillan, Chamberlain, Johnson, Thatcher. There we go. Those are your top 10. 41, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. 42, they were Four Puffs and a Piano. 43, One Step, ladies and gentlemen. One step further, one step at a time. Boof. 44, Banjo Kazooie was that game. 45, it's called the Postage Stamp. 46, Counterpoint is the quiz there. 47, Marsala wines from Sicily. 48, there were 13, of course. Nobody caught out by that silliness. 49, Tom Petty was I Won't Back Down. 50, the sieve of Eratosthenes is used to calculate prime numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you got that. 51, they're all in Geordie Shore. More people, depressing. 52, Ross County. They have 3 goalkeepers whose first name is Ross and one whose surname is Ross. 53, Maine and Nebraska are those 2 states. 54, Marshall McLuhan is the philosopher. 55 is light. Ray of light, turn out the light, leave the light on. Red light spells danger, travelling light, and there is a light that never goes out. The music round. 56 was Procol Harum, with a whiter shade of pale, of course. Next one was Patti Smith, or the Patti Smith Group, technically, with Frederick, which I heard on the radio and is excellent. Next one was The Cure with Lullaby. Then it was China Black with Searching. Blue Feet Elton John with Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word. Then it was Love with Alone Again Or. Then it was the Rosillos with Top of the Pops. Then it was the Beloved with Hello. No one got that one. Then Phil Collins with Dancing to the Light. Oh, someone did, but they put it in the wrong spot, sorry. And then it was Sean Paul with We Be Burning. And the final one was Something Stupid. Yes, everyone got that. But that version was not by Sinatra. That's not the voice of Sinatra. It's not the voice of Robbie Williams. It's the voice of Amanda Barry and Johnny Briggs, ladies and gentlemen, from Coronation Street. Your pointless questions. The people in Spice World are there's lots of like bit part actors, but I'm not going to give you their names. Okay. In fact, I will do. They were Simon Chandler, the Dream Boys, David Farm, Jason Fleming, Neil Dr. Fox, Llewellyn Didion, Guy Gowan, Craig Kelly, Mark McKinney, Naoto Mori, Neil Malarkey, Stephen O'Donnell, Bill Patterson, Jennifer Saunders. Wow. Simon Shepherd, who I think was in Peak Practice, Catherine Shipton, Peter Sissons, which someone put Hugh Edwards there on the right lines. Perdita Weeks, George Wendt, Norm from Cheers, Dominic West, ladies and gentlemen, Simon Ellis, Andy Gangadine, Paul Dendler, Fergus Gerard, Steve Lewis, and Michael Martin. The towns could have had March, Sleaford, West Bridgeford, Kendal, Lewis, and Barnsley. Barnsley's current as well. And your managers, you could have had Velmir Zajic, who's that bloke in a cap who turned up at Portsmouth, Felix Magat, Francesco Guidolin, Walter Mazzari, Watford, Swansea Guidolin was that, wasn't he? Magat was at Fulham, René Meulenstein, also of Fulham, and Attilio Lombardo, who was at Palace. And your longest ever bids ever tug of war contained 6,282 people. Your reduced leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. Your leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, I apologise. In fifth place, ladies and gentlemen, in fifth place were the reduced numbers, I presume, of No F in Wednesday. In fourth, the Lonely Otter with 40. In third, Amy and Dave with their pretty much trademark score of 43. In second, Universally Challenged with 46. And our winners with 51 were the Chords, ladies and gentlemen. Well done all. Round of applause. Great clappery there. They'll be back on Wednesday next week. Do invite some more people. That'll be good and everything. I'll do some more advertising because no one else got anything to do. Thank you all for taking part. Thanks for your donations. And I will see you all very soon, in 6 days' time. Ta-ra. Bye. Thank you.